A lot of people say, well, why should I trust Jesus when there's so much disagreement about who this Jesus really is? There's all these different religions, and yes, they affirm Christ, but there's so many disagreement about who is the real Jesus. They're asking, well, will the real Jesus please stand up? I mean, these questions, they don't even know who the real Jesus is, but I think we can know who the real Jesus is. I mean, pop culture, celebrities, they always refer to Jesus. I remember a quotation from John Lennon of the Beatles. He said that Christianity will go, it will vanquish. We will keep on going. We're more popular than Jesus now. Even in pop culture, television shows refer to Jesus. They're like, this is how I like my Jesus on my hood, or this is how I like my Jesus. My Jesus is like this. But the real Jesus we can know. Why? We can know him historically. There is historical evidence of who the real Jesus is. In fact, even if we didn't have the Bible, there is more historical evidence that Jesus existed than that of Tiberius Caesar. There is more historical evidence that Jesus existed than that of any person in the ancient world. In fact, we have to be open-minded to the historical consideration of the Gospels. People say they're biased. Well, just because something is biased doesn't make it false necessarily. In fact, what's very wonderful about the Scriptures is you look at them and the appearing, what might appear to be a contradiction really is not a contradiction. That these different aspects of the same story, they bring different light to it to show that, no, it's possible that both of these happened, but one might have happened a little bit later. One might have been from this person's perspective. And if we look at the New Testament, we have reliable, the New Testament, for example, all of it was written in the first century. And this was from a variety, not just one author, but multiple authors. And we can look at that and we can trust who the real Jesus is. I encourage you to look at the New Testament and read the entire New Testament and consider who the real Jesus is, and you will discover him in the Bible.